And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Continuing along with our hot starts of late, this is Map 7, City of Coal, for Episode 2, Ruthless, from the Megawatt Deathless. This is a great map. There is so much going on here. I love it, and I hope you do as well, and I'm going to show you what I think are the best ways to go about it to successfully complete it. So we do have our chain gun, we have our shotgun, and we're picking up a good amount of ammo. And we're going to use our partial invisibility, basically, to make nuisances of ourselves. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to go pick up some backpacks. We're going to make our way towards this breadcrumb trail. And we're going to take out our chain gun, and we're just going to go around the room like animals. I'm going to cut everybody down. They don't see us that well, so that's okay. We got plenty of ammo the way we've collected it so far. And now we have the chain gun. That's why I come into here after getting the invisibility. Okay, so once we're done in here, maybe we can pick up a little extra shotgun. Okay, great. We're going to head up while we still have the invisibility. Got to be careful. He's not happy. Up on this level, just get rid of the shotgun and the imp in the corner, and then turn your attention to the horde that comes out of that little trap. Well, it's a pretty big trap, I guess. And there's not a ton of enemies left if you've done the barrels right. And now you can pretty much be inside this little area. Don't forget all these armor bonuses. Pick up all your ammo. That would be great. Yeah, so it looks like we've successfully cleared this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to engage our first secret. Yeah. That'd be nice to have, a supercharge. Let's take it. So what that's done, and well, what the switch has done actually, is it allows us to kind of like make our way over there. But first, before we go, we did pick up some rockets. That gaggle of imps is going to present itself as a real nuisance later. So I like to use a little bit of ammo on them right away to get rid of them. All right, let's make our way across. As soon as we kind of go up the stairs, though, yeah, I'll get all these armor bonuses. There will be a couple of cacos. Those zombie men are probably going to meet their end from the barons, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Circle a little bit to give yourself some range. And while they're distracted, I do like to take care of those imps, because they're also a nuisance. All right, pick up your blue key. There's more rockets here, of course. So far, we're doing pretty well with ammo. If you've gone ahead and done it in the order that I have, you should be pretty flush. We're going to need to get rid of that pinky eventually, so why not now? So now, armed with these goodies, we have the blue key, so we need to head to the blue key room, which is going to be right over there. Lots of gunners. Remember, there's a lot of barons running around, so we got to act quickly. Yeah, you see there's already one closing in. And we're going to need to lure them away. More rockets here, very important to have. There are some gunners around the corner, most of which I took out with the barrels. Pick up all these health bonuses. Maybe one rocket will do. We do want to get rid of them. We're going to have to lure the enemies away to get back into this room again. There's going to be a lot of barons around. So we're going to go pick up the last weapon that's available to us after this secret. It's a plasma rifle. It's just down there in the little pool. We're going to use that in case we get surrounded by a bunch of specters when we're trying to lure the other enemies away. But first, this secret. Yes, a welcome addition, the BFG. Oh, you got to love that. So now, as you can see, there are a lot of enemies around this area. We can definitely use a little plasma. We've got a generous amount to start. The idea is we want all these enemies to be away from this entrance. There's always barons still in there, so it's hard to like get back in here without taking any damage. So I had to take a little. Nothing tragic though. So now the coast is clear. We can go ahead. Now we take out our BFG, because as soon as we turn the corner, yet another baron. This level is heavy with barons, as you probably guessed. Generous amount of plasma. We're going to take out our BFG again, because we're going to... That switch has now lowered or raised these bars. Lowered, I guess. And it will release on the right a bunch of pinkies. who I think is an efficient use of some plasma. We get a little bit back right there. And now we have the yellow keep. Switch to the chain gun. It's straight ahead this way. Might as well, while this place is abandoned, pick up some more rockets and some more ammo. The enemies will not be far behind, so we can't delay. See, this is a lot of these Pinkies and Spectres. I wish there was a Berserk pack, because I just find it's a little tedious to have to gun them down all the time. But it's not a major complaint or anything. I'm just saying I wish there was a Berserk pack. I do like the punching. So now that we have the red key, while the place is relatively abandoned, sure, we're pretty flush. Keeping in mind that the Barons can close in on us at any moment. So far, it doesn't seem like they have. So let's use a couple rockets, because we're going to get a couple back as soon as we're in there. Don't forget the computer area map. It counts as an item. Hit the switch, pick up your 2 rockets. Wow, this is probably one of my rarest runs that there's not a gaggle of enemies that have successfully found me so far. So as soon as we step out, a Baron is going to exit that little area. And then as soon as we race across the platform, 2 Cacos are going to pop out. Our goal here is to obviously get them to infight and then sneak back around them. There we go. Yeah, that was awfully close, I got to tell you, because the Baron was winding up to take a strip off me. And now we just wait for the winner, which will, of course, be the Baron. Maybe one more rocket? We did pick up a whole box here. There we go. So now, where does that leave us? That leaves us towards the end, really. Why don't we go ahead? We did get rid of that Pinky. This is the little area here I was telling you about. More plasma, more rockets. Don't press the switch yet. Yes, we do want to look around to make sure that there are a lot of Barons here. I suspect that they've all gathered. So now with the remaining plasma, and they were quite generous with it, hit the switch and you're just going to fall down right here. Yeah, the last secret, and it's a good one, the invulnerability, because just look at all these Barons. Imagine if you didn't have the BFG from that other secret, and if you didn't have the invulnerability, certainly wouldn't be. One more. Wonder where it went. Well, we might as well pick up the last item. All right, and that's that. So, we'll do our final count. Yes, all 137 kills, all 4 secrets, all 62 items. Yes, indeed, we are done. And that is Map 7, City of Coal. I really, really like this map. There's so much going on. There's so many distinct areas. They're all interlinked, of course. But I think if you go in the order that I've done, you've managed to collect really all the weapons and the ammo that you're going to need. And you save the final amount of plasma for the big fight at the end with, I don't know, what was that, about 9 or 10 Barons overall. I generally leave the Barons alone unless they're directly in my path above on a building. I don't engage them on the ground. I leave them all to gather at the end, and then with the BFG, just take them all down. Really, I love this map. I hope you enjoy the map. I hope you've learned something from the walkthrough, maybe some good tips and tricks, or maybe you just simply like the walkthrough. I appreciate that. If you did, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.